Tales from Reb Nachman. The Bitter Herbs. Many years ago, a Jew and a non-Jew were traveling together as beggars. Since Pesach was coming soon, the Jewish beggar wanted to find a place to spend the Seder nights. "But what about me?" asked his partner. "Hey, you could make believe that you're Jewish too," said his friend. "Surely some kind family will invite you to their Seder meal." "But I don't know the first thing about Passover," the non-Jewish beggar cried. "They'll never believe me." So his partner told him what happens at the Seder meal, how we hold a cup of wine and make kiddush, how we wash our hands for matzah. But he forgot to tell his non-Jewish friend about eating the bitter herbs. Well, at last Seder night came, and the two beggars were invited by different families to share in the holiday meal. The non-Jew had not eaten all day, and he was eager to get to the matzah, the soup, the chicken, and the potato kugel. But things were moving very slow at the house he was at. There was the father reading the Haggadah, and his sons were there asking the 4 questions. And of course, Grandma was there. And Mommy was there too. But things were not moving fast enough, and he was getting very grouchy. All he had was a piece of onion dipped in salt water the whole time, and he was starving. And this Haggadah went on forever. He was overjoyed when finally everybody got up and washed their hands and ate the crisp, round, yummy matzah. It was so delicious. But then, the next thing they gave it was the bitter herbs, the maror. Oh, and when he tasted it, he felt like his mouth was on fire. "After all this bother, you just give me a horseradish to eat?" he roared, with even more bitterness in his heart than on his tongue. He ran out of the house, screaming, "Oh! Oh!" Finally, he found his way back to the old wooden synagogue where the poor travelers sometimes stayed. Hugged up in his tattered coat, shivering from the cold, he tried to fall asleep on the bench. A few hours later, the Jewish beggar returned. Happy from his Seder meal. "Ah, so geschmack." "How was your Seder?" the Jew asked his non-Jewish friend. "Oh, it was awful," grumbled the poor fellow. "When they finally got around to the food, all they served me was horseradish." "Oh," the Jewish beggar said, "you left too soon. If you had only waited a little longer, you would have eaten a delicious meal just like I did, with chicken soup and kugel and meats." The same thing is true when it comes to serving Hashem. Sometimes things may seem hard, and we may feel bitter, but we should never give up. If we are patient and continue to do what the Torah says, we will surely receive all the goodness that Hashem has in store for us.